Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live, and it is Sunday, and the markets are opening up as we speak. And I don't know what's happening in them yet because I haven't checked. And you never know. I might just do that. I might just check them and see what's going on with them, because that's the only way you're going to know is if you check them, right? That's exactly right. So we're going to pull up the website and see what happens here. Go is the place I usually go because it tracks the markets based off of the region and the like. And so yeah, we'll do a little check on that before we do a little comment review and interact with the community here. Indeed, let's see who's doing. Oh, well, we got a lot of people coming in on the side chat already. Very cool, very quick, nice. You guys must know when I go on here. We got Corn, we've got Silver Wolverine, we got Abby's Silver Stack, Gold is Money, Centurion Silver is here, very cool. Mr. Working Class is here, Mass 420 is here, Barbara Carbone is here, saying hello to everybody. Hans 16 has also joined us inside here in the chat side. Oh yes, good to see you all, very good. So let's take a look at these markets here. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to need to do this and do that. Even though you don't know what this and that is, I do on this side. So it's me talking to myself as I present this for you guys to see. There it is. There's the gold and silver prices opening up here. The Asian markets have just opened. And I already have a starting gate. We're seeing some prices climb up a bit. Wow, gold and silver up $3.40. Silver's up 11 cents. Platinum is up $8, and palladium is up $6. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with platinum and palladium? You know, it'll be quite interesting to see. It seems like they're in competition with each other, but there also may be some movement in that area to the downside if things continue with gasoline engines, if you know the hybrid technology and the like. And we shall see. But very, very good. Nice indeed. Coffee and silver. Yes, does it get any better than that? Well, if it's coffee and gold, and coffee, gold, and silver and all. Hello, all is one now. Good to see you. Keystone Stacker is here. So very, very good indeed. So let's see here. We're going to stop that. We'll come back to that in time. But we're going to go over here to see about some of these comments, see what people have been saying in the community here with certain things and catch up on that. Hope everybody's had a great weekend so far. It's almost over. And yeah, some of us want gold to go down, like Dusty Rhodes says, because we want to buy more. Although I'm a little tapped out at the moment for me, but yeah. Let's see here. All right. Very good. Scroll down through here and see where we are with the comments. And we're going to see in the comments section, by the way, here, we're going to see a lot. We're going to see one of these spammers justify their spamming. We're going to look into that. That's going to be exciting. Indeed. All right, let's see here. Hello, one CJS for you. Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. And, oh, and Slacker Stacker had a lot of comments on my Salivate Metal doll. Yeah, that's right. All right, very cool. I'm honored to have a doll there named after me. Very, very cool indeed. Yes, Slacker Stacker had a lot of comments on that. It's been made famous from the live feed here, or the interview that we did with Slacker Stacker. Indeed. Okay, here we go. Let me see, get back to that. For some reason, you've got to present it to everybody. It takes an extra click on there. I wish there was a way to do that. Let's see here. All right. Gold is high in Europe, says Han 16. Juan Ortiz says, hey, Sal, my wife, Frances Torres, and I really love how informative you are. Well, thank you very much. I try to be Juan, and I had a little fun in there as well. So thank you, and thanks to your wife as well. Very much appreciate you both, for sure, indeed. Yes. Okay. Greetings to Bullion Bug, by the way. All right. So we're moving on up here with the comments. Bullion Bug, speaking of which, is the next comment on the live comment stream here. He says, I'm lucky that I have 4 LCSs within 20 minutes of riding the motorcycle. That's cool. I also have 2 bullion dealers within 20 minutes who stock the latest coins, rounds, and bars. Now that is nice. That's awesome when you have them right by you. You never need to make an online order, really. Good choice of gold and silver items to browse. And very easy to take small amounts of fiat money and change it into hard, valuable metal to preserve wealth into the future. Keep on stacking steadily is the secret. That's right. And that's kind of what the point of the video is, about making silver a habit, a hard habit to break, because to me, it's like one of those things where, with gold, and I've been trying to buy a little more gold lately in the last 2 years. I'm trying to catch up and buy a little bit more gold. But in between, I can make little small purchases of silver. And I think that's something that kind of gives you a little bit of a habit, because you don't have to buy much of it. I think it is good to have some, for sure. All right, very good. Silver was made by aliens, says Chung Chan. And Funkdad Forcelli is here. All right, good to see you. All right, nice. Silver indeed wishes Silver VT would come back. All right, well, yeah, I do too. It'd be nice if people can come back. But hey, I'll try to be like Silverfish VT. No one can replace Silverfish VT. He actually has come in on one of these live streams one time. It's been a while, but yeah. Okay, Paladin Stacker says, I'm lucky enough to have a good LCS about 15 miles away. Very fair upfront prices, and I have built a relationship with them over the years. No joke. One weekend morning, they were swamped with customers, and later they told me that I had arrived an hour earlier. They would have asked me to help them by working behind the counter. Well, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. They must speak very highly of you and think very highly of you to put that trust in you. That's awesome, Paladin Stacker. Good to see you. Chuck and Plata says, hey, Sal, I was watching the market charts and got no notice. Yeah, I guess they're still working on their notices. A lot of people still aren't getting notices when I go live. But keep that bell clicked, because eventually they will fix that feature for sure. David Brett Everest says, lots of scaremongering going on about the economy. I think it's all fake news to make us buy precious metals to protect our savings. But at the very end of the day, it's always the big companies selling precious metals that benefit. Well, I mean, yeah, but you know what? I look at it this way. Even if there's some hidden agenda there, you can't go wrong buying precious metals, no matter what. And even if they're wrong and it's the right thing to do, I would still say buy in moderation. Buy only what you can afford, because we're always going to be using this fiat dollar or whatever currency is in the country of your abode. That's always going to be part of the system, so to speak, and we have to use it. Hello, Italian G. And good to see you. Stackitis. It's been a discussion at Steam It Silver and Gold Stacker community lately, where the stacking habit manifesting into extreme obsession, says Karish. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Paul McNulty says the kitty is not concerned because he knows he's well taken care of. Well, yeah, but you're right about some of it, but you never know what kind of sex the kitty is. Male or female, you never know. All right, very good. Cosmic Karma Koala Bear says 100 likes, it's galore. Love them Barber Dimes. All right, yes, Barber Dimes are pretty cool indeed. Yes, thank you, Cosmic, very much. And he loves the kitties too. I just bought this, and I'm very addicted. I don't know. Okay, $2. Looks like you bought a $50. Very good. Dolores, thank you. Very good. All right, Cosmic, thank you. Hilarious. He loved the scammer call that I took while this video is being recorded. Awesome. Yeah, very good. Silver Bean Counter says, keep stacking, Sal. I don't want to break this habit. Yes, I don't want. I don't want to break it either. Exactly. Yeah, JP Morgan. Yeah, that is the thing. I wonder too, Corn, is it really physical silver or is it futures? Now I did a video on it relatively recently talking about it, and apparently they have a vault where it is. Now, are they obligated to show us that vault and show us the silver? No, but I am of the mind that they probably do have at least some of it in physical, but they may have some um, um, futures, and I'm sure they've got their money and all kinds of different things. But I'd be surprised if they didn't have a good portion of it, or maybe even half in the physical. But I don't know. Hello, Silver Wolverine. And Person Place is here. All right. Silver Wolverine, speaking of which, says, Sal, make your Perth Mint coin limited mintage of only 2,000 silver coins. About $22 each. I will be down for a box of 100 coins. There you go. Yeah, if I could have the kitty rounds, the Fortitude rounds minted by the Perth Mint, I'd sell out instantly because I'd have Perth Mint's name behind it. And so we shall see. Die Maker 1 says, watching vid, it appears silver coins make a good fidget spinner too. Yes, indeed. They sure do. Good one, Die Maker. Clock Fixer says, PMs are a hard habit to break. Truth. Yes, indeed. It's better to be addicted to buying precious metals than cigarettes. That's how I look at it. Sal, I buy a little silver every week. Please cure me of this. I can buy something valuable like Slim Jims. Snap into it, brother. All right. Who doesn't love soft and cuddly kitty? Well, yeah, Alan Gold. But yeah. All right, here is the comment of the guy trying to justify spamming my channel. I'm going to give this guy a little bit of this is I assume he's from Turkey. And all he does is he posts videos where there's no talking behind it. Okay, let's see here. Let's watch this one here. The whole 22 minutes of him just showing, now this is currency, which is cool, but no commentary, nothing like that. And there are some channels that do that for just short videos, but not for the whole thing. I mean, he'll post like hockey cards and 10 minutes of just nothing but this, right? And so here he is just looking through magazines for 26 minutes, ultra boring. And I told this dude, I said, dude, stop spamming my channel, all right? This is on his channel. And this is what he posts. He says, give a link to the video. I look and I fry. That's fascinating. He's going to look and fry. Well, cook me up something while you're there. I'd love to have a Turkish dinner. That'd be nice. And then he says, here's his answer, his reasoning behind spamming my channel. I have to work. I need 1,000 subscribers to charge. I cannot change the rules to YouTube. Changing criteria. I do not remember millions of users who do not want me to ask for a subscription. Is there a chance to block my channel? You could block me and I could not write anything by mistake. Is it? And I tell him, I said, well, how about just not spamming? You will gain no subscribers by doing so. And you are breaking YouTube's rules by spamming. If you want to create content, speak in your videos and not just show pictures. Then he says, you do not need it, but each comment is a plus for your channel in the YouTube hierarchy. You do not know your videos will be more visible for some spamming. I would not talk. You can see that you have something to learn on YouTube. Oh, I have something to learn on YouTube. I read the rules. He said it's not forbidden to ask users for a subscription. Actually, it is. Sub for sub is against the rules of YouTube. And he's excited about spamming. Wow. I recommend studying the rules before I blame anyone. He preaches to me. Well, I'm not on you for a long time. I do not know how the technical side of things works. Boy, this guy is really clueless, isn't he? He says he read the rules but doesn't know how it works. Very interesting. Anyways, so it's just a little humorous little thing there with this guy. So there he is. As he's left this big long thing. So we will report spam and abuse. And he's out of there. If he does it again, I will block him. Look, Tom, I'm sure Americans selling these knew it because they went to China to order these and sell to American to American. Just another blame game. Well, some of them maybe, but I think it's mainly they're obviously being made in China. The ultimate blame lies with China for sure. All right. Hello, the Stacking Nerd. Good to see you. Good to see you indeed. Joseph Smith says, I finally got my 2018 Swan coming today. Well, congratulations to you. One CJS for you says, awesome coin, Sal. I like it when they put a moon on a coin. That's right. 1 ounce gold. I forget which gold coin that is, but yeah, I like it when they put moons on coins too. Thank you. Holding silver fights inflation. Yes, it does. It protects you from inflation. Paper fiat loses value. That's right. Silver. What's up, SM? Says food stamp. Thank you. I'm going to try to get food stamp to come here by saying I'm shouting him out. Come on, food stamp. Come on. Spam is best with ketchup. Says you can do it. Yes, indeed. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 says it's Wolfman here. No, but your user account name is the combination to my luggage. Oh, Poppy stuff is still waiting for her Swan. Well, yeah, man. But I bet you have a knight in shining armor, right? Oh, let's see here. Okay, Alan Gold is asking if you can interest me in some sleeping pills. No, you can't. And here's why, Alan Gold. Let me show you why. The things I do for my subscribers, even all caps gold. Let me do this here. Hold on a second. I've got to show all caps gold. Here is why all caps gold. Why you can't interest me in some sleeping pills. Here it is. It's coffee. That's right. It's coffee there. That's right. That's what that is. Does that answer your question, all caps gold? All right, there we go. Now I've got to redo this thing. I've got to reshare the screen, which is a pain in the butt. The things I do for people like Alan Gold, good grief. Man, he makes me do all this extra work. Man. Now, Alan Gold, you missed out on commentary on the opening markets. You missed some really golden opportunities to hear my golden commentary on gold and silver prices. Yeah, I put creamer in it, Chuck and Plata. I'm not a purist. Yeah, all right, here's a sip for Barbara. Yeah, I got to try my best to impress the ladies, and if this can do it, hey, you know. Yeah. All right. Prospector on the top 10 most counterfeit gold coins. First comment, remember, if the deal is too good to be true, it probably is. That's right. Watch out for fakes. Stick to modern bullion. Not that there isn't fakes, but you won't pay the huge premium for a fake. And personally, I'm much better at finding modern fakes. Thanks. Well, thank you, James. All right. Centurion Silver has been inspired to get some coffee. Yes, riveting commentary. That's what word I was looking for. Thank you. All caps gold is such the wordsmith, I tell you. Yes, you can call me Slurpy Sal. Oh, yes, and Sylvie. Yes, speaking of kitties, by the way, and Alan Gold, I encourage you to go check out Centurion Silver's channel because he has got an even cuter kitty than my kitty. Sylvie the kitty. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Hello from Houston, says Abby East West. Hello, good to see you from Houston. All right, moving on up to the top, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Tom Brooks says, I use silver to preserve enough wealth to be useful in worst-case scenarios involving the economy. I'm aiming for a 500-ounce bullion stack and the same in constitutional silver, about halfway there. The constitutional silver is quite interesting as some of the pieces can be quite valuable. Right, very good, thank you. 500-ounce bullion stack, good aim. Coin Collecting Fun says, excellent video, my friend. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Silver Wolverine says, I would have never have guessed most of these. Yeah, I figured before I even saw it that the 1909 VDBS would be the most counterfeited because it's such a popular coin and it's easy to do. Okay, Centurion Silver has made it official that Silva is a diva. Oh, yeah, definitely a diva. Okay, it's time to whine about silver premiums. And you want to whine about silver premiums. Let's see here. Let me see here. What can we I don't like it when premiums are too high. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Let's see here. Okay. Silverfinger says you were the most prolific poster of all my precious metal subscriptions, but the quality never suffers. Thanks from across the pond. Well, thank you, Silverfinger. I really appreciate those kind words. Very much appreciate that. I aim to please. I try, and but you know I make some misses from time to time. Once in a blue moon, I will disappoint the likes of Alan Gold, but I try to do that. Silver Snowflake Central, yes, our sensitivities, our sensibilities have been offended by these high premiums. J3B Diggin Canada says this is fake news. Nice job, Sal. Yes, it is. It truly is fake news. So we're talking about fakes in it. Thanks, J3B Diggin. Very nice of you indeed. All right. Okay. Okay, Silver Indeed asked, do you Uber, who was the guy was years ago that used to unblock? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. You might want to retype that, my friend. Skywatch Central got his first ounce of gold recently. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations. There's nothing like getting an ounce of gold in your stack. It's an awesome feeling to know. It's kind of empowering, you know. Good evening, Tom Manley. One and all. Good to see you. Funk That Forcelli says, interesting article on the top 10 most faked U.S. coins. Thank you. Rich Rocker says, I always appreciate the information, Sal. Thanks, Rich. And thanks, Rich. Yeah, thank you, Rich. Mr. MNMN911 says, I like gold. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Good to see you. No, the news unit will not take Alan Gold away from me. Alan Gold is, I'm in competition with the news unit to keep Alan Gold here. I wish he would come on live with me. That would be fun. We can include him in on the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is in. Very cool. Do you remember the guy's name a couple years ago that would unbox tons of silver kilos? Oh man. Dang, who was that? I do. I remember who it was. I remember it, but I don't remember his name. Gotta let the kitty out. Kitty, kitty. Go ahead, kitty. Oh. Dang, I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about. Oh, gold is money. My 12-year-old daughter wanted a new dog for her birthday today, so I got her a 2018 10-ounce silver lunar dog. Now, that is one dog that won't require a lot of upkeep. That's awesome. Happy birthday to your daughter, Gold is money. All right, very good. Thank you, Chuck and Plata. Yeah, appreciate that. All right, Colonic Stacker says, I wonder if there are any mini counterfeit James Hetfield Iron Cross guitars. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not seeing any, but you never can know. There could be Chinese knockoffs of those as well. ESPs. There might be LTDs, probably. Michael Sorrell says, really never had an interest in any of these. Disappointing to many collectors, I'm sure. Yes, especially considering the numbers that are out there, for sure. You've spent a lot of money in a coin. You got to really do the research, due diligence, for sure. Tomoko's Enterprise. Dean says, a happy Saturday to you, my friend. This is a good one to notify folks like myself that are largely ignorant to these things. Well, thank you. Pleasure doing the video. Cyber Curtain Twitcher says, interesting article, but no mention of whether the metal compositions were incorrect. Yeah, that's true. It really didn't mention that. And I think the reason is CCT is because if you're going to fake, make a genuine fake, it would be too easy. It would be too much of a giveaway to do it with a fake metal because you're going to get the premiums are so high on them. So it makes sense that they would make them in the actual metals. Gold, silver, once, what have you. All right. What's up, Official Hades? Good to see you. Let's see here. 439 tab says Salivate is being very reasonable in his comments and is running up against the type of silver stacker who puts more emphasis on faith than fact. The big lie about supply. Silver is a terrible investment now and in the future. Silver is two things: a collector hobby, nothing wrong with that, and insurance against the absolute worst case scenario of worldwide economic collapse. I've always found it amusing that silver is always valued against the rabid stacker says is the worthless government currencies. So those very same corrupt governments and super wealthy individuals who control the world's currencies also by default control the value of silver. And so there's no reason for silver to ever go up unless some new highly demanding technology comes along that needs millions of tons of physical silver. All the current industrial uses of silver deal with very small amounts. Digital has put silver use in photography out of business and replace it with uses that are used in nanotechnology. Look it up. A nanoparticle is a small bit of matter that can be seen with the human eye, enhanced many times over with scientific instruments. Don't need to mine that much silver to keep up with the market. I will agree with them, but I will say there's a third category about silver, and that is it's an insurance policy against the worst case scenario, but it's also a hedge to protect against economic instability, which includes inflation and deflation. And those things can occur without economic collapse, and that's kind of where I'm at. Let's see here. Very good. Okay, Alan Gold comes here to slip into a coma. This is actually a way to hypnotize Alan Gold into buying some fortitude rounds, like Silver Wolverine suggested. So I'm using hypnotic subliminal messages to get all caps gold to head on over to Quality Silver Bullion and purchase a fortitude round, or 7 or 47 of them. 84 of them would be nice. If you could purchase 84 of them, that'd be great. Yes, there is a way to short fortitude rounds, and that is to set up an account with Quality Silver Bullion and put in your shipping address and all that information. That way it's a much shorter order, so you can make the order short. Yeah. If you want to go long on fortitude rounds, then start from scratch and add it to your cart before you even create an account. That's how you go long on buying fortitude rounds. Yep, that's right, Silver Honda. A hard habit to break. That was the Silver Hard Habit to Break video. There was 2 musical references in there, and Silver Honda was the first to get the first reference, A Hard Habit to Break. And can anybody guess the second one? Silver Honda couldn't. I don't think he responded to my comment about it. But let's see if you guys can get the second musical reference. Yeah, it is a good song. Cowboy333 YouTube. Nice video, bud. Thank you. Well, thank you very much indeed. I like your username. Your title got 333 in it. That's divisible by 3, which was one of the things that Nikola Tesla was anal about. All right. Noah Mega Mark in my $3 gold. He says the great $1/2 That's right. The great $1/2 is commenting on my channel. I'm honored. Thank you, sir. Hank. All right, there we go. Hank. He says, Hank on my video again. Thank you very much. He couldn't figure it out. Oh, man. Dang it. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It is a thrash band from the Bay Area of California. That's right. It's a thrash band from the San Francisco Bay Area of California. Alan Taylor says, I'll know when I accumulate that much, too much silver when I have a literal truckload. Once I can fill up a pickup box, I know I'm done. In other words, probably never. Yeah, well, for most people, it's hard to imagine. But I will probably do a video on how you know when you have too much silver. Yeah. Okay, very good. Hello, Eric Woody. Eric Woody and everybody else that's in here. I've got it. I'm troubled. What the heck was the snooze unit doing? Was he showing some sort of bingo game or something on this live stream this morning? I just don't know. I couldn't figure it out. But anyways, the things we do. Good to see you, Eric Woody. Dominic J. Brown Coin Hunter says, I don't have any of these real or fake. And that's real. That's right. Yeah. I hear you. Bone Dry says, great video. Another thing I'm seeing today is 2018 premium coin grading issues from the Perth Mint. I have bought 3 2018 MS70 coins for APMEX, 2 silver, 1 gold swan that were not problem free. The gold swan had a chip in it. I'm not sure how this is happening, but to me, it's a troubling trend. Well, it's been something that's been going on for years. I actually posted a video about it. Modern coin grading is a scam, plain and simple. The only thing good the grading companies have for modern coins is authentication. That's all they should be. They either need a new system or something else. Okay, hello. Let's see who else is here. Oh, let's see, somebody else. My girl already saying I have too much. Pissed me off, says Kevin. Journey. I don't think Journey is a thrash band. No, Journey is not a thrash band. Nope. The stacking nerd is listening, just cleaning up a bit. Metal Church, Heathen, good guesses. Law's Rocket, good guess, but no, not Law's Rocket. But it's an album title. I'll put it to you that way. That's all I'll say. And if you could probably make a connection pretty quickly on that for that video. Phil Appo says, very nice pieces. Sell, that's the way I stack. $20 here and $40 here. Sometimes I get lucky and get an extra paycheck and put it all towards the metal. I want to buy gold. It just seems so damn expensive, and silver so dang cheap at the 80-to-1 ratio we were at. Yeah, that's right. And so you really can't go wrong with either, but no matter what the ratio is, in between larger purchases of gold, that I'm getting very small little increments of silver in between. Indeed. Possessed, good guess, but not possessed. Texman is here. Good to see Texman. Eric Woody has been collecting paper currency. That's cool. All right, very good. And Tricky Guy says, new business idea. Counterfeiting people. Wait, plastic surgeons already invented it. Never mind. Yeah, that's for sure. It's funny that when discovered, the counterfeited coin can become valuable as a conversation piece with a premium added and a sign that brags it's counterfeit. Next thing you know, we are going to be seeing counterfeits. That's right. Imagine an Omega Man counterfeit. That's right. 60 in the house. All right. Thanks, Tricky Guy. Wow, we got 60 in here. Very cool. We have pulled away all of the news units viewers here to the Salivate Metal live stream. How do we do that? Oh, man. All right. Yes, good to see Texman. Tip Up Silver is here. Mr. Working Class has got to get back to work, but thanks for coming by. Bullion Bug, I've used Bullion Test app. It works great for full-size coins and rounds. Needs a way of testing fractions. Yes, it sure does. They'd really have to expand their database and tones for that, but yeah. All right. People from Texas. The Jackie Bear is here. Very good. All right. Nice to see you. All right. We're going on the comments back. This isn't going to take us too long because we don't have a whole lot here. I've been keeping up with the comments. I bought most of money mine at APMEX. I hope they're all real. I've got 2 quarter eagles. Better take a good close at them. Well, Ronald Reagan always has this thing, trust but verify. And typically you can trust the big dealers. But once in a while, some could slip through the cracks. So it's always good to kind of keep up with them, especially if it's a very expensive coin. And Silver Slacker says, yep, it can become a habit for sure. What's this I hear, that you can stack too much silver? I must have missed that memo, that's for sure. If anybody missed the memo, it would be him. Silver Slacker, do you think you are a Marvel movie or something? Giving bonus footage after the end of the credits? Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. He watched to the end and saw the Very Soft and Cuddly Kitty Part 2, the sequel. Amazing. All right. Let's see. Okay. Coin stacks. I just got a 1/4 ounce lion for about the same price at bullion exchanges. Well, congratulations. So that's the first release. And yeah, the previous issues of these have stayed pretty low in price. So yeah, you can still pick them up. And Garfield Heights Coin Club says, thank you for educating the community. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Got a good channel there. Cowboy333 is here. He is inside the chat right now. Howdy, howdy, he says. And yes, indeed. Wise words about savings. And all right. ERV is here. Silver Patriot is here saying hello to the silver community. Colonic Stackers is saying hello to the Salivators. Fiat no more. Hey, good guess, but no, it's not Faith or Fiat no more. Good guess. Bozo is here. We're trying to guess which thrash band is referenced as a musical reference in the video I posted about making silver a hard habit to break. That's the open question for the live event this evening. Hex, no, not Hex. A good guess. Old school. Bob Hill says, I was kind of surprised Morgan Dollars weren't on the list. Yeah, I kind of was too, really. All right, Jose Cuervo on the Perth Mint Emu. It's definitely way much better than the Swans. Crossing my finger, they drop in price. I would like to get a couple for my kids. I hope you can get them, Jose. That'd be cool. All right, All Is One now gives up, but think harder. I think Bay Area thrash bands from the 80s. How's that? Mintmark SI says, good evening. Good evening to you. JRW3 says, I have a story for you to check out. There was an 1876 8-coin proof set dug up in some backyard in Chicago just recently. Wow, that's pretty cool. I have to look into that, but I'll forget it. JRW3, if you want to email it to me. And even some of those I forget. Some people have emailed me some stories and I've forgotten about them, or I need to take note of them. Sometimes I'm not here because I have my notes for new videos here. Silver Bean Counter says, hola, Sal. Well, hola to you. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Vamos a la estación de ferrocarril con los limpias parabrisas. You know what I'm saying, homie? He knows what I'm saying. That's right. Crizzy100 says, thanks. Now I got to look at my coins again. All right. Yeah, check them out. Look at them, but make sure the weather is up for it first. Crizzy never comes back and listens to these live streams. She has no idea what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Okay, all right, very good. Bill J says, thanks for sharing a very interesting piece. Interesante. Yeah, all right, very good. Thank you. All right, Death Angel, another good guess. A great Bay Area thrash band for sure, but not Death Angel. Very good. Yeah. Let's see here. Right genre, though. That's thrash. Gives painful a new meaning, says Charles Wagner. $110,000 of gold stolen from the Royal Canadian Mint. Sal, the COAs are also a problem. A fake COH. I don't know, man. That's a good question, Chuck. I'm not sure. Dude, Colonic Stacker nailed it. He nailed it. All right, let me tell you. And it was in the title of the video, and that's probably where he got it. It's in the title, Force a Habit. Yep. Violence would have been another good guess, but it is Exodus. Lincoln Park, no, but good guess. Yeah, this is 80s era thrash. Limonida, nada. Tricky guy, we need a solution. So tired of not getting notifications. I'm sitting right here. How about the concept of phone tree? Is there some way we can signal to each other? Well, we can do smoke signals, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're not. Hey, well, tricky guy, here's the way to do it. Here's a way to remember. Like in my not so special announcement. Now, there are times when I do it off schedule, but typically as a regular pattern, I'm usually doing these live streams on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, all at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys can remember that, but just don't be mad if I'm not here, because there will be another gig that will be coming up on a Friday night that I won't be here. But did you hear that? That's your little bell, the notification bell. Listen. Now it's ringing right now. Yep. Very good. Car 1 second says, like the Danbury Mint, try not to buy any of the stuff above spot. Yep. But for Perth Mint stuff, it's hard not to. Hammett. Yeah, Hammett was in. That's right. Kirk Hammett was in Exodus. That's right. He was stolen by Metallica. All right. Silver bells, plata bella. Bella. Is that how you say it in Spanish? Bella plata. Bella plata. No, bella means beautiful, doesn't it? Sort of. Don't be mad, then you get that I'm always mad. Hulk smash. Yeah, there you go. Sal has a usual schedule. I just checked my subscription from my main YouTube channel. There you go. Charles Powers, if you have any gold, traded for silver. Sal, are we invited to your gig? Yeah, there you go. We have our own gigs here. Picked up Stormtrooper coin on May 4th. Appropriate date to do that. I would rate Gary Holt as a pretty fine guitarist. He's pulling double duty in Slayer and Exodus. Great guitar player. I couldn't ask for a better pick since Jeff Hanneman passed away. Died essentially from a spider bite. Although really he drank himself to death from depression because he really couldn't play all that well afterwards. Eric Woody is saying hello to everybody here. All right. Donald in New Mexico says, 27th. Hi, Sal. I would insist on third-party grading for those coins if I wanted to buy one. Good article. Yes. And that is the case where grading comes in because the authentication of them makes it worth it for these more expensive ones. Silver Collector has been off YouTube for a few years ago, but back on. Well, welcome back. We're glad you're back. Hello, Eagle ASE is here. Hello to you. Hello, Eagle ASE. Good to see you. Very good. Johnny K, love barbers. Just picked up half, quarter, and 2 dimes. Sweet. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Keith Hyde says, don't forget the 1893 S silver dollars. Well, I didn't forget them. I don't think NGC did either. They just weren't on the list, Keith. And I'm surprised they weren't. But some of those coins can be so rare that to see the genuine article is highly unusual. So that may be why it wasn't there. And that's probably one of those. Yes, Senator McCain is on deathbed. Although I don't know if he's really on his deathbed because he just said in a statement that he could die tomorrow or 5 years from now. Yeah, he's not. It's not looking good for him. We definitely pray for him for sure. It'd be nice if he can get better, kind of like what Jimmy Carter did, because Jimmy Carter was diagnosed with it as well, and apparently he's doing really good, responding very well to treatment. I wish the same for John McCain. Colonic Stacker is exactly right. Hanneman was bitten by this spider while in a hot tub. Kind of ironic how that happened. Yep. All right. Dirk Jackson says, I'm surprised the 1892 S. Morgan didn't make the list. And I think the reason, I should have mentioned this in the video, Dirk, is that some coins are so rare that no one would really attempt to try to copy those because they wouldn't get away with it because those would definitely get a lot more scrutiny than some of the other coins. So it's a matter of chances. Okay. Campanas de plata equals silver bells. Well, thank you. Very cool. Thanks for that. I wondered what that was. Okay. Semi-Numi guy says, I just bought a random year quarter eagle from APMEX and ended up with a 1911. Although it came from APMEX, and I'm pretty sure they're genuine. I tested it anyway. The way I verified them is to perform the following measurements: weight, diameter, and thickness. If they are within 1-2% of the published numbers, I'm comfortable that they are real. I can also do the water dunk test, but that is too much work. So I just stick to the 3 measurements. Thanks for the video. Well, there you go. Well, the water dunk test is for specific gravity. But yeah, very good. Okay, let's see here. All right. Where are we at? Massachusetts Prepper. A pretty interesting list indeed, my friend. And I'm sure there's big money in counterfeiting these coins. That's why they do it. That's right, exactly. Well, thank you, MP. And subscribe to his channel if you haven't had a chance to. For those who like a variety, he does a lot of different things with prepping and just regular and just videos about life in general. Because life is prepping, you know what I'm saying? Prepping for life. Okay, let's see here. Minimum wage stacker says if the kitty cat to gerbil ratio reaches 10 to 1, I will sell my kitty cat and buy gerbils. All right, pet gerbils. Very good. All right. Plata stamped on every Libertad. That's right, Chuck. Surprised you don't see those down in the Dominican Republic, but maybe not. Very good. Let's see here. Colonic Stacker, has your band ever covered the song Creeping Death? No, but I did convince them to, because we're a classic rock band, but I did convince them at one time to do Mother by Danzig, and that was fun. That's the closest to metal we've gotten. Cosmic Karma Koala Bear says, great info. I have had my issues with fakes. When I was a wee critter, I went shopping with my beloved, long-past grandma. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. She bought 5 Valencia oranges for 99 cents. She gave me $1, and she got back a 1909 VDB and extra fine. A great story for my coin aficionado. Wow, very good. 1909 VDB and extra fine. That's really good. That's awesome. Sean, Say It 69 says, very interesting, my man. Been pretty busy, so I haven't been around. Take good care and hope to see you soon. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch. Appreciate it. All right, yes, Creeping Death is classic by any measure. That's for sure. I agree. Anthony Bowman says, the phone calls you make are pure genius. You totally own the conversation each time you make a call for the videos. Well, thank you, my friend. It's fun. Got to have a little fun with the scammers. Appreciate that very much. Mark B says, I can see this pretty young lady's nice coin. Oh, yes, I can. This is Women in Precious Metals interview I did with Bikini Coin Girl, who hasn't posted videos lately. Silver D510 says, that's really good to know. Thanks, Sal. Well, thank you. On the top 10 most counterfeited coins. Silver and Gold Portugal says, if it's gold, gold is gold. If it's silver, silver is silver, even fakes. But any collector dreads fakes. That's right. Well, when the premium is, 400 and 500% above gold spot price, then it does matter for sure. Bruce Bennerman says, was I the only one that was bothered by there not being any silver barbered quarter there? Yep. I got them in my little baggie, though. Just didn't buy them that time. Let's see here. Okay, all right, Silver Honda's got to get back to work. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Well, thank you, Silver Honda. Actually, in that video, I used the best clue I could. I named the band. I actually named the band. I said in the video, make it a force of habit, and then make your exodus away from fiat currencies. I thought for sure people would get it, but but you have to be a heavy metalist to be enthusiast to get it. But I understand, But hey, thanks, Silver Honda. All right, very good. Tara Rabideau says, I thought 1 ounce silver eagles would be on the list. Well, yeah, they're not really counterfeited all that much, really, though. Although, even though I showed them in my video where you saw some, but anyways. UYT384 says it's amazing that they can detect counterfeits so well when they can only spend a few seconds looking at each coins. Yeah, it is kind of amazing. I do agree. I'm sexually attracted to this coin, says the huge 1 kilo Libertad. Yeah, I hear you, DMR. All right, very good. My heavy metal is lead, says Bozo. Eagle ASE says McCain is a fake hero, but I like Old Man Bush. Yeah, I've heard that about John McCain, that some of the stuff with his prisoner of war capture, that he was kind of treated with kid gloves. But, the thing is his arms were broken. But, I don't know. But I'm not going to question his captivity and his status for serving, no matter what the circumstances were. He put his life on the line. And I kind of, you can't fault him for that. Oh, he broke his arms upon ejection. Okay, I thought that was done in the prison camp. I thought the Charlie broke his arms, but I could be wrong. Very interesting. Did not know about some of these things, says Have Asked Stacker. All right. Yes, thank you. All right. Skywatch Central says I got my first 1 ounce gold bar recently. Very cool. Yep, I remember you telling me that in the side chat here. Yeah, I believe that too. Everyone who serves is a hero because you look at it this way. It doesn't matter the fact that he put his life flying over that region. There's always a chance he could have got shot down, and it's to me, everybody who serves in the military is a hero because it's an all volunteer force, and there's always a chance you can put yourself in harm's way. So I don't agree with his politics, his maverick style. I mean, basically, he's become more of a Democrat than a Republican in recent years, and so anybody who serves is a hero, in my opinion. Always thank those who serve for their service to this country. And by the way, Bozo, his son did 2 tours in Iraq. And I'm so thankful he came in one piece. And I am too. Thank him for me, Bozo. And thank you for, it had to be stressful on you knowing your son was in harm's way. And I'm so glad that he's back home safely. No matter what your feelings are about the wars we fight, the people who are in the military, they're putting their lives on the line and deserve recognition for that. I will always be forever grateful for those who serve. Yeah, stress ain't the word. Yeah, that's probably insulting to say that. I can imagine the worry. Or I can't imagine the worry. Oh yeah, I guess it was drafted during Vietnam. That's right. Yes, if you were drafted, you were especially a hero. Especially, yes, that's true. But I'm saying that nowadays, because it's volunteer, and knowing that you're going to put your lives on the line, but especially if you're drafted, yes, you are a hero. And Tex Man, if you served during Vietnam, thank you for your service. Wow, so much. That's awesome. All right, you guys, the folks that serve in the military, are a cut above the rest, in my opinion. Amazing people. Yes, and that's right. The Stacking Nerd says it right. A lot of Vietnam vets came back spat upon, and there was so much discord and during the Vietnam period that when soldiers came back, they were not treated very well, and that's a crying shame. It really is because no matter what your feelings are about any war, the fact that people put their lives on the line for this country, in service of this country, they deserve respect. All right. Hey, thank you, Chuck. I'm nothing compared to with members of the community. I'm just a guy on YouTube. What I do is nothing compared to what Bozo's son has done, what Tex Man has done. Yes, that's right, Bozo. You can be against the war, but still support the troops. That's right. And reasonable people can disagree about wars, but it's always don't put the soldiers and the troops who serve in the middle of that debate because, But anyways, that's another story. But anyways, Domo says, I thought the U.S. Silver Eagle was the #1 most counterfeit coin. Maybe these are the most counterfeited numismatic coins. I don't know. I don't see very many counterfeit Silver Eagles. I've seen some. I actually just posted a video about one today, but I don't see a whole lot of them out there. Let's see here. All right. Hey, Part-Time Preppers is here. All right. Very good. Appreciate. Actual ship camera footage of the fire to deaths of the USS Forrestal is what we had to watch in my Navy boot camp training to learn about fires on ships. Wow. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, wow. Well, Mr. M&M 911, if you served, I thank you for your service, sir. Yes, indeed. And Skywatch used to be in the Navy, and thank you for your service. Yes, many are young boys when they go and men when they return, Silver Bean Counter says. That's right. J Short Stack says, I personally have no junk silver, but I'm looking to get into it. Probably the best way to acquire and at what price. Any help would be appreciated. Typically, I would look it up, online and see what the actual melt value is and then add a couple percent. Right now, I'd say $12 per dollar is probably pretty good. Daniel likes the upload. Well, thank you, my friend. I'm glad you like it. We're getting closer to the top here. Brandon Byer says, yes, SLC UT Monarch coin. Dude, I have no clue what you're talking about. And I hope you come and listen to this live feed and scroll all the way to this part to hear me say that I have no clue what that means. How's that? All right. Mike L says, very unnerving video indeed. I have one of the coins in the video, but it's PCGS graded, so I hope it's legit. Well, I think even the NGC graded ones are legit. They stop them. They don't grade counterfeit coins. Anyway, okay, Silver Honda says, one last comment. Prayers go out to our fellow silver stackers that live in Hawaii from volcano eruption. Yes, I don't know of any single Hawaiian stacker on here, but prayers out to everybody over there who is dealing with that for sure. Oh yeah. That's got to be rough. Wow. Can you imagine a river of lava or sulfuric acid gas being a threat to your livelihood? That's crazy. Another great video, Sal. Thanks, said Silver Dragon. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Colonic Stacker says, Secret Service should start a division with shoot-to-kill orders for counterfeiters of U.S. bullion coins, led by General Mattis and reporting to Edmund C. Moy. Well, actually, David Ryder might be the one-man army against counterfeiters if his priority is, as he says, will be implemented in the coming year. We shall see. All right. Yeah. Kalanick Stacker's father was in the Army in World War II. Thank him for his service, Kalanick. Joseph de Crescendo says, you need to correct your video. There is no such coin as a 1925 half eagle. It's a 1915. That's counterfeit. Okay. Well, I didn't. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But the article was wrong. I'm just reading from the article. I'll have to check that out. But thank you, Joseph. DOC Silver Stacker says, great news for him. I'd sell it in a heartbeat for the $1 million rare coin that was found out to be genuine. David Argento says, modern coin grading for authentication purposes is just fine. That's right. Especially if it's a hefty gold piece. Silver is no so much cost of grading as too much to authenticate a few fake new pandas. I need to learn more about these Lincoln cents. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Corey W says you scared the kitty. Yeah, I did at the very beginning of this video, from which he was first to comment. I scared the kitty. Hi Ho Silver is from the woods of the Pacific Northwest. All is one now. He is in Washington State, I believe. Okay. American Super Tramp says, is this the MK Ultra Help Group? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Metahune Stacker is Hawaiian. Not sure if he's based there. Okay, thank you, Silver Bean Counter. All right. Very good. Thank you. Sal, a guy in another PM suite had his LCS always pay $100.50 over spot for unsecured SAEs. Okay, wow. Very cool. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, a market update. All right, let's give a market update for Silver Bean Counter. Let's see here. Let me close this out. I don't know why that showed up there. I'm not finding anything. Boom. Here we go. Market update. 1316 gold is what I saw. Let's refresh it. Let's see. Okay, guys, here is a breaking market update. We're looking at the market. Gold is down, people. It's down 40 cents to 1315.60. Silver is down to 1659. down 0.03%, not even registering on the radar. Platinum is flat at 1915. Palladium is making a move upwards at 980. It's the biggest mover of the bunch. Rhodium is holding steady at $2,000. Can you believe it? Nice. There's your quick market update. We'll come back to the market update soon because you never know when news may break in the markets, right? So I hope that helped. El Mercado. Yes, like weekend update. That's right, part-time preppers. All right. Coins A to Z is here. He says a precious metals verifier is a tool I have on my shopping list this year. Very cool. Hope you can get one. Let's see here. All right. Mike Smith's too easy to see the fake eagle. Yes, it is. All right. This is a video I just posted today. Which of these? I do a results video on which of these is fake. That actually, that fake video, I mean the video on the fake stuff, that actually did all right with the views. So I was kind of surprised. Send the fake to CCT. Let him destroy it. You know, I think he's already destroyed a fake silver eagle. Thank you. Love the slide test. Not a very good fake, was it? No, it wasn't. Dominic J. Coin Hunter. That thing is magnetic as all get out. Crazy. Okay. Corey W. says, how much are those machines, the digital laser machines? It's about $700, $800, about $800 with the extra wands and stuff in it. Yeah. Merrick Suchanek says, oh, I'm so glad I was right. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. He's giving me the yellow glove treatment there, by the way. You see that? Chevy Chase and Jane Curtin. Yeah. I noticed when you turned the coins. Yeah, that's right. Yep, there was. I didn't even mention that in there, but one was metal turn and then was coin turn. I should have mentioned that. Thank you. Dirk Jackson says also the fake skirt lines were up too high. Blessings to you, brother. Well, thank you, Dirk. Good observation. Colonic Stacker, the one and only, says these counterfeiters should be marked for death by order of Edmund C. Moy. Yes, indeed. Edmund C. Moy, I think, should. Hey, by the way, Hi-Ho Silver is here. He says, hello, fellas and ladies. But you know what? I will say the Hi-Ho is a very inclusive guy, okay? So when you watch his channel and he says, hey, dudes, it's really sweet, dudes. Dudes is a term that includes chicks, too, just so you know. So he's not leaving out the chicks when he calls us dudes. You know what I'm saying? So he's including everybody. I like it when he says that. He calls us dudes. Sweet. Shoot to kill, says Colonic Stacker. Man, no mercy. No mercy. Hi, says Barbara Carbone. Hi-ho, off to work he goes. Someone thought he was from Hawaii, but no. From the bunker of the Pacific Northwest he is. Somewhere deep underground, there was a squirrel there, a squirrel here, but he's nowhere to be found. Yeah! Okay, back to my day job now. Here we go. Tricky Guy says, I can't see the fakes being passed via one at a time, right? The whole monster box is being foisted upon buyers. Yeah. Can you imagine that? A whole monster box full of fakes. Crazy. So the Wolverine was right. I need one of them precious metals verifiers. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the precious metals verifier. It's pretty cool. I got a little song in my heart for Hi-Ho. By the way, check his newest bunker bullion stuff, by the way. Yeah, I got to step away from that coffee, Centurion Silver says. Yep, I've had a little too much and I finished it now. Now I'm wired for sound. Yeah, that's right. Tomoko's Enterprise says, cool, I was right. It just didn't look right. Oh, how I wish I had a semi after being ripped off by SGB in a 10-ounce bar I made shop from. Boy, that does suck. I'm sorry. There's a video on my channel and was tested at the Toronto Coin Show a couple of times and came out 90%. I will never use them as they wouldn't honor their guarantee. That sucks. I'm sorry, Dean. Wow. All right, where are we at? Bullion Bug says, glad to see I was able to spot the fake through video scans without even seeing the test you did to confirm its fakeness. Being from Canada, I see that and have one limited numbers of ASCs in my collections. Good info for the beginner stacker to watch out for fake coins. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay, happy to be human, aren't we all? He says the fake doesn't have the right luster to it, too. I can tell right away based off that only. Great video. Thanks for making up, Lane. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We're getting near the top of the sunset of the comment section, but we'll refresh again because you never know. When one of you may actually comment, and I'll read your comment live here. 63 watching, not bad. Well, thanks, PTP. Now the thing is here's the thing: is the hand model, is the lovely hand model at work? Because if she's there, then we could say we got 64 watching because she's watching through the part-time preppers account. Eric Woody, it says, amen, Salivate to all military service people. That's right. Can never say it enough. Thank you to all your service. And Eric Woody, if you've served, thank you, sir, for your service. Definitely, indeed. A high honor, for sure. Silverfinger says, I was part right. I said both might be fake. Yeah, send it to CD. Let him torture for 1,000 years. There you go. The second death of fake silver. Great video as always. Says you can do it. Thank you, my friend. Keystone Stacker says, great educational video for me and the community, Sal. Thanks for all you do, Keystone Stacker. Well, thank you, Keystone Stacker. I appreciate it, my friend. Very kind of you. Comments like that really do inspire me. I certainly appreciate that very much. All right, Food Stamp says, sup, SM. Posting, hoping to get him in here. Oh, a Pit Bullion has a new pour. Very cool. Congratulations, Silver Agent. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Right. Very good. Okay, let's see here. What is next? Inside job on the... Yes, it was an inside job because it was an employee that did it, 77927. Right on the money there. Stealing the RCM employee was fired from stealing the 2 kilos worth of gold. That magnet test made me laugh. Yeah, crazy how it just stuck on there to the Silver Mountain. That's right. Insane in the membrane, right? Oh, get the chops on the grill. HM taking a break. How long will it take me to get to Pennsylvania? Man, I'd like to get me some of those pork chops on the grill made by the part-time preppers. Yes, indeed. Man, and I just had supper and I'm hungry again. Massachusetts Prepper says, well, it's nice to know that I was right on spotting this fake anyway. Thanks for sharing, brother. Well, congratulations on being right, MP. Massachusetts Prepper. Very cool. Derek Kong says, cheap Chinese even cheating us on fake by making it lightweight. Exactly, that's right. They couldn't even put the right weight of steel in there. Crazy. Let's see here. Nova Johnny says, thanks, Wolfman. Couldn't the fake be nickel? No, nickel is not. No, wait, nickel is magnetic. I doubt it. Nickel would cost too much. I don't know if I have a nickel verifier or not, but I think it's steel. But it could be nickel, but I think it's steel. Robert Wesley says, man, $350. Wish I would have bought gold when I was young instead of blowing it on stupid stuff. And I wish I would have bought more gold when it was at $350 an ounce. That's an American Gold Eagle difference. And the one coin I show had $350 price tag on it. I got it for a little less than that, actually. Part-time Preppers, the one and only, says, we are so fortunate to have a fantastic LCS 5 minutes away from us. They're 30-plus years. Wow, a patron. Like a second family. They think Kitty have more interest in Robins than Silver these days. Yes, I think so. Yes, indeed. Thank you, PTB. And that's awesome. You got such a great relationship for 30-plus years. Amazing. Tricky Guy says, we need to see you add to your exercises for us. Removing a fake ASC from the super magnet. Do 10 reps. Yeah, I'm doing that. That is quite exercise. That took quite a bit of strength to pull that off of there. So I should put that on there 10 times as a strength exercise. Good point, Tricky Guy. Crizzy says, this was a hard one to tell. I looked at detail. I guess it didn't help. But that's all right. You got to have sort of a trained eye for it and to kind of see it. So it's not that easy, really. And I didn't want to imply that it was, because 15% of people thought like you, Crizzy, that the other one was fake. So, but thank you. Good. Appreciate you watching. Bruce Bannerman says, you could also do the ping test. Silver makes a distinct sound. Yes, that's very true. I could have done that as well. Good point. All right. Centurion Silver says, send me that fake one. I'll send it right back to high def. High def, high relief. Yeah, all right. Very good. Squash that puppy down. Spot on, says Silver Smith. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Very good. Donald in New Mexico says, unless a person who is a pro grader numismatist, eyesight is not always reliable. Or 2020. Unfortunately, there are more sophisticated fakes out there than the one you have, for example. True. Your knowledge of the size and the specs of the coin is a sound foundation. The metal detector is more reliable. That's right. Still a good video for both the expert and the novice. By the way, you could have lowered the grade of that 2010 ASC due to hairline scratches. The major grading services are that strict. That's true. And I knew that when I slid it down the slide that it's probably going to get a little couple of hairlines. But that's okay. That's all right. Jimmy K, it was the Y for me. All right, so the Y looked different on it. Thank you. Good eye. Good eye on the Y. Sam Ferreira says, I was really surprised that no one else mentioned the fact that there was no W proofs in 2000 besides me. Thanks for mentioning it in the vid, Sal. One look at all the tests aside, you know it's a fake. A key fake date to know. That's right. Good point and excellent observation by you, Sam. Well done. Thanks for the video, says Tara Rabideau. I'll do more of these as I get other fakes and stuff. We'll do a little comparative study. Really like the use of polls. Yes, I did do a poll, and I need to check that video to see how the poll did turn out. It's kind of curious. Barbara Carbone, who was a new stacker, was correct about it being the one on the right. I feel pleased I was able to detect it. Well, I'm pleased that you were too. You got a keen eye. I'm more advanced than I thought. Yes, you were. Your eyes are educated in coin appearances. Very good. Good job. Well, bravo and congratulations. Barbara, you're awesome. All right. Chuck and Plata says, thank you greatly. Excellent video. I would be interested in learning more about your slide, scale, and tester. I've long considered in the bartering of PMs, especially in SHTF situations. Scholar and battery scale tester would be extremely valuable items. If time allows, I purchase others. Would like to know your thoughts on this and more equipment employed in this video. Well, the CCT coin slide, if you look at Mr. Vegeta's channel, he is selling them there through Mr. Vegeta. And they're really good pieces, very well made, the best coin slides out there. There is one other coin slide that I've seen out there, but it's horrible quality. And these are just a perfect angle and everything. All right. Moofy says, I bought a 2005 Silver Eagle off my friend for just $20 Australian. Well, congratulations, Moofy. I hope it's real, though. You can do it, says, very interesting video, Sal. You almost have to be an expert these days to not get bamboozled. Yeah, you got to be careful. They're smart. They use a silver plate copper. Yeah. That's what they usually do. On my silver will never increase in value video, it says, I agree that silver is an excellent hedge against inflation and fiat currency. But it might be safe to say that the purchasing power of silver goes up with time. An example, in the early 1960s, as 90% silver dime would buy you a loaf of bread. If you cashed in the same silver dime today for currency, you can buy a loaf of bread. That's right. It's a protection. It's a hedge. That's kind of what that is. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Silver Bean Counter is going to eat some pizza. Have fun. Thank you, my friend. Enjoy the pizza. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I've got a large rhodium of stack of 1 ounce. I should have bought more. Crazy. Silver JJ says, always worth checking any silver with neodymium magnets. That's right. That's right. All right, here we go. Bozo says, take it out and run it over with a llama, or better yet, shoot it. Oh, wait, I've done both those things. That's right, Bozo. All right. I got into palladium early at $167 an ounce. That's right, Funkad. Thanks for remembering that. All right, here we go. More comments. And this is Make Silver a hard habit to break. Says, wise words. I'm being more committed to purchasing small additions to my silver stack due to limited income. And there you go. That's what it's about. Not worth breaking the bank and overstretching your budget. That's exactly right. Buy what is affordable and watch the stack grow a handful at a time. Great video, sir. Well, thank you, Jay. Jay, well said. And I'm glad that you are doing that. Okay, Sunshine Minting. This is actually my very first video. And Silver Wolverine says, shame these didn't arrive in sheets. I was hoping they would have arrived in sheets. I was disappointed too. I don't think I mentioned that in the video, but maybe I did. Been too long ago. Did you all hear that? You should have heard the volume increase when I pulled it close to my mouth, but you didn't know. You couldn't tell. Early Salivate. Very cool. Yes. Thank you for watching the almost 100 ounces of gold video. Yes, Funk Dad, I have some Russian coins. Few Russian coins. I've got the Russian 5 kopecks. That's one of my best. I like that one the best. I have a couple of other Russian foreign ones. I got a big old thing. I might be able to pull one out now and show you. Maybe we'll see. Ow! All right, let me see here. I don't know. This is going to be a chance. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'll try if I can find one. Let's see here. What are these doing? What? How the heck? I got Lincoln Cents in there. What? These are my foreign. I got a lot of foreign. Let's see here. What's in here? There's a German one. Let me see if I can dig one out. Hold on. K9 NATO coin. Oh, let's see here. Oh, wait a minute here. Dude, I might have just hit the mother load, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got some Russian coins. Do I got some Russian coins? Who wants to know? Funktad wants to know if I got Russian coins. Well, Funktad, here is your long distance dedication. Stop this. A whole bag full of Russian coins. How's that? A whole bag of them. Russian. There's your Russian collusion right there. There's your Russian collusion. That's right. Russia, Russia, Russia. Instead of Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Put the camera in the bag. There. All right. All right, I got to slow down because there's no need for rushing things, right? There's my funk. I think, cool. All right. Very good. All right, let me turn this off. That's kind of a cool view, though, isn't it? Look at all those Russian coins. Just lavish in the Russian coins. Okay. My camera can't breathe. It was inside this whole bag of these things. Good thing I kept them in the bag. I wouldn't have been able to pull these things out in time. One of these days, I'm going to show you my thing. That's right. Oh, gosh. A lot of them. I think Bob Mueller and his team, I think Rod Rosenstein's going to come over and raid my little office here to search for all Russian connections. You know, I have a whole bag full of them, you know what I mean? Yeah. More taxpayers' money. Okay, where are we? Let's do something else here. Let's go back to the comments here. Let's see what we've got here. Share the screen here with you guys. All right, present. Okay, we got one more comment. My silver stack here says, always have to know your coins. It's a pretty good fake, but that eagle looks rough. Yeah. It's a little rough around the edges. Indeed. Very good. All right. Nice. Very cool. All right. So there's that. All right, we've finished. Let me do one more refresh here. And then we'll do another market watch. The Stacking Nerd H says, I have the same exact coin. I got it for $1 from the Wish app. Yeah, it's a really good looking fake. If someone snuck it into a tube and sold it, it could very well pass for real. That's right. Yeah, and that's how it would be done, probably. That's probably what their purpose was. For sure. Thank you, the Stacking Nerd. All right. Very cool. Okay, let's see here. All right. Spot prices. Let's see what the markets are at now. Okay. We're going down in the markets. Come on. Wish this thing would. Come on. All right. There we go. Gold is down 60 cents. Palladium is up $5, down $1 from before. Very good. Silver JJ is here. Hello. Good to see you. All right. Very good. Nice. Cool. We'll have none of that. None. All right. Collect non-silver, yeah, I do collect. Yeah, I have some non-silver, non-gold coins. Yeah, one of these days I may show my foreign collection. Just little bits and pieces here. Little bits and pieces here for sure. All right. All right, so there that is. Okay, well, very good. I think we've exhausted all of our thingamajiggies here. There it is. All right. The almost 100-ounce video is classic, says Colonic Stacker. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Very good. All right. Let's see what else here. I have a two-headed 300-year-old Prussian coin. Research does not help me. Yeah. The two-headed, let's see here. That emblem was used from the old Roman Empire. Basically, that was what that was used for. So it was used for Prussia, Russia, and that type of thing. Oh, yeah. Hello, Bob Hill. Let's see here. Very good. Awesome indeed. Nice. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, yeah. The part-time preppers wants to know how much longer the kitty round will be available. Probably not a whole lot longer. I'm going to actually make an announcement. And actually, I need to contact the Mint to ask them about that, when to put the stop date to stop the sale of them in this format anyway. And then a mintage will be listed after that. Then the next phase will be announced. But hello, all is one now. Okay, you take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it very much indeed. Yeah, thanks for coming by. All right, very good. And actually, folks, I'm probably going to head out of here too. We had a good run here today. I certainly appreciate you guys swinging by for sure. Yeah, the weekend's almost over. The work week will be upon us soon for those of you who work Monday through Friday. Yes, indeed. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Thanks again for stopping by. 64 was high of the session. Thanks, Tricky Guy. Yeah, oh yeah, the Jeff Hanneman preview on the funnel spider coin. That's right, exactly, Kalanic. That would have been cool. Appreciate all you guys. Take it squeezy. Appreciate it. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. And have a good evening. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.